Hello, everyone, and welcome to another episode. Today's guest is the Aam Aadmi Party's State Women's Wing convener from Andhra Pradesh, Dr. Sheetal Madan. As the Aam Aadmi Party is grappling with one of its greatest crisis moments today, with their founder and Chief Minister Arvind Kejriwal in jail, along with many key members of his Delhi cabinet, and the party voicing that India is headed towards an autocracy if BJP comes back to power in 2024, what are then the Aam Aadmi Party's plans of continuing its existence and fight if that were to happen? What are Aam Aadmi Party's plans for expanding in new states like Andhra Pradesh, where they have very little presence? What difference are they going to bring to local people's lives with their politics? Also, what is prompting professional women from middle class families with no political backgrounds like Dr. Sheetal Madan to join politics these days? Those are the questions I'll ask her today.
Once
Okay,
BJP comes with
so
whatever they're saying, 400 par,
mhm,
400 par, if they can get that, definitely they'll change our constitution, which they themselves are claiming. Many MLAs, MPs are claiming that they want 400 to change the constitution. So if our constitution itself is changed, then definitely we will not have a fair elections. So even if the second line gets into the jail, and third line also gets into the jail, there will be another line which falls because our party is not, we do not have anyone of political background. We are all fighters, especially women. I see they don't go far away to faraway hospitals because they do not have that time. What I see is women approach us only at the very last hour where it is unbearingly impossible for them to get out of the bed. Only then they approach some hospital or a doctor. Only Congress which can bring special category status to Andhra Pradesh. So there are system for everything. Even YSRCP has takes grievances, but once the grievance is put, people are not aware as how to approach, how to get into that system and get the thing solved. So there is a time where we get into it. We know about the policies, we know about the system as how to approach the system. We are helping out the people and we are educating them also.
are you really happy with
Yes.
what you achieved with the India Against Corruption movement? What happened to India after that? Are you happy with that? Hello, Sheetal. Wonderful to have you on my show and hope to have a great
Thank you.
conversation with you on a lot of interesting things. So, first question is, Sheetal, why did you join politics? You are a professional, you have no political background, and how prevalent is it for other women from Andhra Pradesh, like you, professional women, to join politics these days?
Yeah, very interesting question this is. And for me, politics was never my choice actually. It all came by chance. And after this India against corruption movement, which I was following it very interestingly to know how it goes about, because that was one of a kind which I saw after so many years. So there was never a movement like India against corruption movement, which I had never seen in my lifetime. So I thought, what would happen next, and will India progress towards having a non-corrupt governance? So that was very interesting, and I felt once the
Okay, so
Aam
that
Aadmi
huge.
Party was launched.
So you joined because of the India
So once,
Against Corruption, but
yeah,
like many people,
because
many
that,
other people did. Are you really happy with
yes,
what you achieved with the India Against Corruption movement? What happened to India after that? Are you happy with that?
not exactly. We were not able to get everything that we had wanted in India against corruption, but
Anything that you
yes, Aam
achieved
Aadmi Party,
other than Aam Aadmi Party coming to power and Arvind Kejriwal becoming chief minister? Anything else that
no,
was achieved? Okay.
no, it was not
Okay, I like
achieved.
your honest answer. You think it's nothing else has got achieved other than Aam Aadmi
Yes.
Party. Very nice and candid answer, Sheetal. I want you to tell me, is there any more people that you find around you in Andhra Pradesh who are like you, who are professional women joining politics from no backgrounds because they have got interest in it now?
Yes, we do have, because we have more doctors join who are working with me, and also even advocates. We have professionals, other professionals as advocates, teachers who are supporting us. So that is there. The professionals have been getting into the party where earlier it was not seen.
Wonderful. This is a great trend and so assuring to hear this. I hope India goes in a different direction with so many people, people who are in professions and who are interested in the country, who would take a stake in the Indian politics now. That is great to know. I'll go to
Yes.
the next question, Sheetal. Uh, you at the moment are in Andhra Pradesh, where Aam Aadmi Party is in a very nascent stage. There is hardly much presence there. You are allied to the Congress Party, the India Gathbandhan. Now, at the moment, I understand that the national parties, BJP and Congress, are both were decimated in 2019 elections in Andhra Pradesh. Also, many people think that Aam Aadmi Party is not really aligned to Congress, it's all just optics. Could you tell me for this elections, is that true? Or what are the issues of local people that the Congress party is supporting that Aam Aadmi Party is closely aligned to? Could you tell me some of the issues that would affect local people that you're fighting on?
Yes, I understand Aam Aadmi Party is in a very nascent state in Andhra Pradesh right now, and that is the main reason why we are not contesting these elections. But definitely, Congress, which has Congress and the alliance with Aam Aadmi Party and the other parties like CPI, CPM, are really doing great. And after Arvind Kejriwal's arrest, it has become even more stronger, I can say. The alliance have become stronger, and they are bent upon seeing that BJP is out of governance. So
So, what
same
are the issues of
similarly even
people?
in Andhra Pradesh.
So, what are the issues of people that you are working on? I mean, I can list it out. One is employment. 67% of the people actually polled to
Yes,
say that a huge reason for their concerns at the moment are employment. There are other issues like special status for the state and the certain privatization, etc. Could you tell me exactly what are the different things that Congress Party or India Alliance is proposing that you're aligned with, which you think will make a difference to people's lives in Andhra Pradesh?
definitely the special category status, which Congress has come up with, stating that the first signature they would do once they come into power is sign on the special category status, and they have made it very clear that it is only Congress which can bring back the special category status to Andhra Pradesh. So this
Even
is
if they are not
it.
in center,
Andhra Pradesh.
even if Congress Party is not in center, if can they bring it? So
Definitely, yeah, even if they come into the center, it is very easy for them to bring in special category status for Andhra Pradesh. But even if they get elected in Andhra Pradesh, also they would fight for it.
all right.
Where
So
where
help
they
the
fight for
other
it, they might
audience
get it.
understand how will it affect normal people's lives if the category status is brought in at all.
First thing is there will be employment opportunities where special category status is brought in for Andhra Pradesh. Definitely, there will be more industries coming in, more companies coming in. So there will be no more of employment opportunities where which is lacking now. So our children have to move out of Andhra Pradesh in search of jobs. So that which is very difficult at this stage.
Any other issues that you're thinking are very important to bring in?
Other is education as such, health, where everything is poor in this
How
Andhra
do you
Pradesh
propose
as
to
of
bring
now.
that in? How do you propose to change the health and education?
Actually, Congress has already protect in the manifesto stating that they would be having KG to PG free education, and health infrastructure will be improved. So these are the promises what they have made. They have made about 9 promises. So those promises, if they really can implement in Andhra Pradesh, definitely there would be a change.
Okay. ask you an honest question. You give me an honest answer. Do you think there is at all any possibility of Congress winning any seats, India Alliance winning any seats in Andhra Pradesh this election?
This is a very difficult question as of now. But definitely after Sharmila has taken it up, Congress has come up with a big Jode. There is no doubt about it. But as far as the seats are concerned, even I have a doubt.
Okay.
So we cannot say. We will never know the pulse of the people, because at the end moment, how the people will change, we will never know.
I really like your honest answers, Sheetal. Uh, I'll go to the next one, which is about your party, Aam Aadmi Party, voicing the fact that India is likely to go into an autocracy if BJP comes back to power in the center in 2024. Sanjay Singh, who after coming from out from the jail has said in numerous of his interviews, this is going to be the last election, constitution is going to be changed, and India is not likely to see any more elections. He also referred to the Surat uncontested MP election, where he said that Surat abhi jhaki hai, baki India baki hai. This is going to be the norm all over India. So, do you really think that India is really going to plunge into autocracy, or are these just election jibes?
Not exactly, because we have been seeing the autocracy from a long time. It's not that it is just happening now, but it has been happening. It happened in Chandigarh. They have been killing democracy every time. So that is autocracy. That is towards autocracy only. And they are not at all bothered about what judiciary says, what election commission says. For example, now today the mayor election had to happen in Delhi,
Yeah.
but it was cancelled by LG. So
Mhm.
this is all autocracy. They are moving towards autocracy, which is quite evident. It is visible. That is the
But do you
reason our
think that
leaders
if
are
BJP
also
comes
saying,
to power, this is going to be the last election? Do you think there will be no fair election after this anymore? I mean, elections are there in all countries, even in Russia, even in North Korea.
yes,
Are you
yes,
saying that we will have that kind of an election and actually there will not be any fair election after this if BJP comes to power?
yes, even I feel so. This is my personal opinion. Even I could see that type of an elections only later, and there would not be any fair and prevalent elections anymore. That is very much evident. So once
Okay.
BJP comes with
So,
whatever they are saying, 400 par,
mhm.
400 par, if they can get that, definitely they'll change our constitution, which they themselves are claiming. Many MLAs, MPs are claiming that they want 400 to change the constitution. So if our constitution itself is changed, then definitely we will not have a fair elections.
If the
There will be no
constitution is not
democracy left.
changed, if they do not come with that kind of a majority, but they come back to power, what are your thoughts on where India will be headed to? Let's say they come with a decent majority like last time, not really 400 power. Where do you see India going then?
Then it would be difficult for them to change the constitution. It would be the same way as they are doing it now. They would not have much power, but it would be the same way as it is happening now. Again, they would be seeing that there's no opposition. They'll see that the opposition are all pushed into jail, or they are down, they are threatened, they are hijacked. So all these things they will be doing, but they will know if they are not able to get that majority of 400 par.
So tell me, Sheetal, if you think that way, even let's say if Charsopar actually happens, you are a very nascent party. You have actually come a long way. Your curve has been very steep, but with your kind of presence in two states and your chief minister in jail, most of the cabinet in jail, and many more on the line, perhaps Atishi and others are, Saurabh Bharadwaj are, there are talks of them going to jail as well. They and Arvind Kejriwal, for how long we do not know. In that situation, and if you say BJP comes back with 400 power, there is autocracy, as you're saying. What are your plans of carrying on your party at all, carrying on your existence at all, your fight at all? How are you going to do it? What are your plans?
See, actually, even now, BJP thought once our leader Arvind Kejriwal ji is jailed, our party might collapse and everybody would get sold out, or they might just go into hiding. But that did not happen. The second line, third line. So even if the second line gets into the jail and third line also gets into the jail, there will be another line which falls, because our party is not, we do not have anyone of political background. We are all fighters. This party has come through agitations, and we know that these are the things which we'll have to face, and we have been seeing this. Despite all that, we are holding through to this party. So definitely there will be many other leaders coming up, and they will be definitely steering our party through.
Okay, but let's say if you have a situation where it is difficult as it is right now to get your message across. There's a whole host of information that are floating with which nobody else can compete. No other party can compete with the information, the mainstream media's information, information, misinformation, whatever, the social media's information. Do you think it is still going to be possible to fight that fight? And that also, if there is an autocracy, if it goes one level up from where it stands today, do you think you can still fight it? Also, how are you going to enthuse people to join your party where it would look like there is really no hope? Do you think you can enthuse others to join in and continue sending your message out?
Yes, definitely other parties have are very strong in their social media, and they are able to pass through, especially the WhatsApp messages, which is called as WhatsApp University, is very strong. So that is what we are also working on. Like WhatsApp is the one which we can get through to many people. So this is where we have to work. I understand, but still we being fighters, I'm sure we'll come up with some solution as how to approach the people, and maybe there might not be many people joining us directly. They might not fight out directly. We might be very few who will fight out directly, but there will be indirect moral support which will help us push through. So that
Oh,
I'm sure it will be there.
that's a very interesting point, actually. So people may not actually be card holders, but there'll be a lot of people who would help externally with as unknown faces to the parties. That is what you're saying.
Exactly.
So what gives you
Yes.
that hope? Are you seeing that happening? Are you seeing lots of people really coming into your party as unknown faces who are working from the sides? How do you find, especially in Andhra Pradesh, where there is very little presence of yours, do you find lots of people?
Yes, yes, we do have many people, many intellectuals, I can say, who are supporting us from externally. And after Arvind Kejriwalji's arrest, I see many calls coming in saying that you people work towards it and we are there for your support. And they definitely are giving us even that tips as how to go about. And when they get to know something, their intellectual, they are saying, we will come and tell you how to go about, and if you fall in trouble, we will help you out. So such type of a support I see coming up after Arvind Kejriwal's arrest also. So definitely there will be loads of support coming in later.
Let me ask you a hypothetical situation. Arvind Kejriwal, let's say if he's in jail for 10 years, will he be a chief minister for 10 years from jail? What do you think is the right thing to do?
If he is able to run the government well from the jail, why not? If the people wants him to run it from
Do
the
you think
jail
it's
also, and
practically
if they're
possible?
happy.
Do you think it's practically
See,
possible?
see, this has never happened. So
Yeah.
this is also a first time experience. So if this just clicks, it will be one in the history. And I'm
Okay.
sure until now he has been able to do it well. So definitely, as the time passes, definitely they'll be doing even more better, because this came on suddenly, but
Hmm.
still they were able to hold it. So as the time passes, they will get even more stronger, and the leaders down also will get have more ideas to come up as how to run government from the jail.
Okay, interesting thoughts, interesting times. Let's see what happens with that. Now, Sheetal, you are the Women's Wing convener from Andhra Pradesh. Tell me a few of the women's issues that you think are very pertinent in Andhra Pradesh and which you think should be immediately worked on. And what are your work on that?
One is women's safety, which is same across the country, not only in Andhra Pradesh. And the other one is the increasing alcoholism, which is in indirectly affecting the family. And once it affects the family, it's the women who are suffering. So that is another one. And the employment also. The women are not much employed here. So we have to see that they get employed, and they have something in their hands where they can be they have that financial freedom in their hands. So that is the main issue of women.
Okay, so three things. One is safety, alcoholism, and employment. So let's take them
Yes.
one after the other. Safety, how do you propose to make it better? What is it that you can creatively think about bringing in newly to take care of women's safety?
One thing is what our Delhi government did, the CCTV cameras. So if that can be done everywhere, if it is there, there women can feel safe, and even if something happens, the people will get scared to do something, so that they don't get caught on the camera. So that in a way can help. And one is the another is the police
Yes, I
control,
think
where
that is what matters more because if you have
yeah,
access to a police intervention in quick within a very small time, that is exactly going to be the deterrent, not just CCTV
yes,
cameras. That's what I feel. So do you
yes.
think you are going to do any police reforms? If are you going to push for it to bring in more number of police per person, or a better method, a creative method of responding to people's complaints immediately? What are you thinking could be a method to do it?
Definitely, yes, that should be one priority which we have to push in whichever ruling government comes in. Even now, YCP government says that they have done a lot through Disha app, but I find it has not been working that efficiently as we need it. So that maybe that efficiency should be increased. So that is one this which we have to push.
Okay. How far do you think you have been successful in Delhi? I mean, give your honest answer. You have been always very honest. Tell me, how far do you think there is place for improvement in Delhi? Also, it has not been enough, and you think it should be overall much more improved than where it stands.
Delhi, the problem is the police is not in Delhi government's hands. It is in the hands of the
Yeah,
center. So
yeah.
there is a problem. So we are not able to control anything. Perhaps the police in our hands, in Delhi government's hands, maybe we would be able to do much better, I feel.
Okay, that's a fair point. Coming to the next point, alcoholism. That is very ironic because that's the reason why Arvind Kejriwal is in jail. So what is the idea that you have about curbing alcoholism? Actually, they are saying that Delhi, they brought out more places to sell alcohol, and I don't know how far it is true. There's a lot of information, misinformation that they started selling alcohol by truckloads, and that is where the corruption was, etc. What is your is there any method at all to stop alcoholism? I think even making it a dry state act doesn't work because it just goes underground. And illegal alcoholism actually just comes up, crops up more. What is the method to stop alcoholism?
Yeah, alcoholism cannot be stopped as such forever because that has to come from the center. There should be some policies there at the center. So instead of that, we have to create an awareness among the people as alcoholism, how much of alcoholism they can have it, how much of alcohol they can consume. That awareness, if it is there, they wouldn't go in for more alcohol where the society gets affected and the family gets affected. So more of awareness sessions should be held. There should be more doctors who can counsel these alcoholics. That is what we can do. We cannot curb alcohol as of now. It's not
So where
possible.
so where do you propose to create that awareness through? In schools, in colleges, where?
Yes, of course, in the schools, in
What
colleges,
about
the
adults?
NGOs, adults, see, it all comes through the stages like. So if we can create awareness in the childhood itself as the bad effects of alcohol, definitely the child will not go for it. So that is one way of doing it. And for already the adults who have been affected, there definitely the counseling centers has to be increased, and the NGOs have to come forward to take up all this awareness sessions, because the government cannot do alone. It's all the people and the government together only can solve this alcoholism. It is not only the government's fault. There are certain policies which they can curb something, but it is in the hands of the people also how much they can understand themselves and other NGOs creating awareness on alcoholism.
So your solution is only by creating awareness. Is there any other thing that you propose as well? Other than creating
Uh,
awareness, how much it would people will take it on board is a question. Any other thing that can be done?
Again, the government has to come up with other policies, because the same policy what we have where Arvind Kejriwal ji is now in jail for this liquor policy, the same policy has been adopted even in Punjab,
I know, yeah.
right?
Has it helped at all
So
in
there we
Punjab?
have not.
Has it helped at all
It
in
has,
Punjab?
it has helped in Punjab, and it has also helped us increase the economy. Also has increased due to that. So definitely both the sides it has helped. So why don't we have the same similar liquor policies across the country also is something to be debated on. And I will not say that that policy is the best. Maybe we can have some inclusions or deletions as per requirement, and I'm sure that policy is better.
Can you quickly help us understand what is that policy in a few sentences? What is the good thing about that policy? Can you quickly help us understand?
See, it has controlled the uh, liquors which has been having everywhere. Like this earlier, what it was the people used to drink on the roads itself. Now they opened a restaurant type, so people are sitting inside and having alcohol, and not uh, it's not a nuisance. It was not creating. It is not creating a nuisance to the society anymore. So that is one way, and they opened it to the private players also. So what happens is when it is open to the private players, the government will not have everything in their hands. So when it is open to the everyone, so definitely there will be a check on only government having it in their hands. So that is one way which we can have it across the country also.
How is that going to stop people from consuming alcohol ad hoc? And
No, consuming alcohol, we cannot stop people consuming alcohol.
okay,
Consuming alcohol is something only when we create awareness, stating that how much it affects their health and how it is going to affect their family. Only creating awareness can help curbing in containing the alcohol consumption.
okay. So
That is
you're saying
not in
this
the
policy
government's
is
hands
not
also.
so this policy is not really stopping the consumption of alcohol. It is only uh,
Yes,
creating a better environment and not a sleazy underground
ex
environment of alcohol sale and consumption. So that is
exactly,
one way of actually making it a little more sanitized way of alcohol buying, selling, and
exactly,
consumption.
exactly.
Right. But as far as curbing alcohol consumption is concerned, your solution is only through awareness, creating more awareness.
Yes, yes.
All right. Okay. That's a very clear perception to it. Now, I would like to ask you regarding employment. Employment is a general issue. frankly, there has been a slogan that has been going on that bring Naidu for your employment problems. I think PM Modi has been giving that the slogan. Uh, there has been a perception that Chandrababu Naidu actually brought in a lot of employment to when it was all together, Andhra Pradesh when it was all together. How far do you think the YSR government is tuned to bringing in any employment at all? Do you think they are capable of doing it, or do you think actually there's Chandrababu Naidu, if they come to power, they have a better chance of bringing in employment to Andhra Pradesh?
So when it was united, we had more industries, we had more job opportunities. But once it was divided, definitely everything went towards Telangana, and we have not developed anything in this part of Andhra Pradesh. So definitely, I cannot say that YCP was not able to get, but they did not work towards the developmental politics, and they were not able to get any new industries or new companies to Andhra Pradesh because nobody was ready to invest in Andhra Pradesh. Definitely, if there is nothing here, how will they invest? So that was a question. So whatever little we had, that also went away during YCP government. So job opportunities were less. So even if Chandrababu Naidu ji comes back again, it is the same thing. So unless we have special category status and we are open to new companies and new industries, we will never have the job opportunities. It is difficult in the new Andhra Pradesh what we have.
Okay. I'd like to ask you one thing here. Prime Minister Modi often says that Congress and YSR, Jagan Mohan Reddy's Congress party, are part of the same cloth. They are basically the same party. Do you agree? Is the India Alliance aligned to Jagan Mohan Reddy's party, or are you neutral to both the other two parties that are fighting there?
No, I don't think so that yeah, India Alliance is aligned towards YSRCP. Usually, it is always this way. Congress saying that it is a part of BJP. Indirectly, they are supporting BJP, and BJP says that Congress is the same cloth of YSRCP and Congress are same. So this goes on. Actually, there is no point in blaming each other. Instead, I feel that they should be clear as what they would do to Andhra once they come to power.
All right. So, if you are neutral to both, do you think there's a better chance for Andhra Pradesh to bring in employment under Naidu or under YSRCP? Or do you think it's the same
Um,
chances?
it is the same, I feel, because we have seen Chandrababu Naidu also, and we have seen YSRCP also. They have never done anything to Andhra Pradesh. They have not been fair and loyal to Andhra Pradesh, I can say. They have never been fair to the people of Andhra Pradesh. So I think whoever comes, it would be the same. I only feel that anybody who comes should not have the majority. They should not have that super majority. Instead, there should be a strong opposition where they can push and get the things done. That is all I can say as of now.
Wonderful answer. Now, tell me something. In Andhra Pradesh, you have actually been in existence. I mean, though not in any power, but if you have started during the India Against Corruption movement, it's almost 10 years. So, could you tell me some of the work that you have done? I mean, your party has done at even a little grassroots level, which have made a difference. Can you name some of them?
We do have a toll-free number where people approach us with their grievances, and we are able to solve them to a certain extent by putting force on
Give
the
an example.
government or
What solutions you have been able to give to it?
like in the ward level we had drainages which was leaking, and that was not being solved from many years. So when that came to us, we could get it solved in a matter of 10 days only. So there are system for everything. Even YSRCP has takes grievances, but once the grievance is put, they people are not aware as how to approach, how to get into that system and get the things solved. So there is a time where we get into it, we know about the policies, we know about the system as how to approach the system. We are helping out the people and we are educating them also. Another example I can give you is the 5G tower. The 5G tower was being erected in a residential area and it was already erected. And they had tried many ways to stop, they were not able to stop. Once they got to know that we are here, Aam Aadmi Party is here, when they approached me, we immediately, we were only two that day. We were only two, I and another volunteer, we went and we could stop that. Because very moment we went and approached the police, we said, you have to stop it, we are going to give the letter. We tendered the letter and it was stopped. It is still the same. It is almost now 10 months and they did not dare to touch it. We told the people, if somebody comes again, you just give a call, we will be there in less than 15 minutes.
This
And
is so
nobody has
assuring.
dared to touch it.
So assuring to know that you are saying that there's a system that works. It's basically people do not give it that time and effort to make things work. And that is where a political party with a good intent needs to come without perhaps going for the power immediately, but to actually help people because they know the system which people, normal people may not. And that's a great thing if you are doing that and if you continue to do that and if you continue to help people and there is a system that you have faith in which will work for people's interests. That's a greatly assuring thing to know. That's very helpful to know, Sheetal. I would like you to ask you this, Sheetal. Aam Aadmi Party, one of the steepest rise of any political party in India that India has ever seen. Perhaps a good messaging, perhaps a few good work, perhaps a lot of passion, people's hopes, etc. In that, I want to tell you, actually, it's about 10 years also coming to Aam Aadmi Party's inception. What do you think has been one or two of the most outstanding works that you think Aam Aadmi Party has done in its entire tenure anywhere in India?
I think only after Aam Aadmi Party came in, it is the politics, the perception of politics has changed. Nobody knew that any government can have a development type of a politics. So Aam Aadmi Party could get that development politics known to people, and people have started understanding that a government, if they have a will, if they have a political will, they can give free education, free health, and the free basic needs, that is minimum electricity, minimum water, safety for women, and the free travel also. So people never knew that this all can be done. And despite doing all this, despite giving all free, so much of free basic needs, the government is in profit. It's not in deficit. So this is the one best thing that Aam Aadmi Party could change. And all another thing they could change is they pushed political parties to speak on development and not just on the other things like Hindu, Muslim or anything. They started making people think on those lines. They have to speak on education and health. So they created awareness in people also.
I'd like to ask you, how fair is it to say that, Sheetal? I understand that has been your party's line and you have worked on education and health quite well. But is it fair to say that no other political party thought about it before in the 70 years? India hadn't done any welfare for education and health and thinking of development for people. Is it really fair to say that, or is it a little going overboard?
No, no, I wouldn't say that no other party has done anything towards development, because if they hadn't done it, we wouldn't have such good educational institutions like IIT, IIMs.
That's
All
right.
this came only out in these 75 years only. It's not that only after Aam Aadmi Party came, this all came. They did do it, but still there was corruption there. But here we started doing it without corruption and without taking loans, extra loans on there's no burden on the country or there's no burden on the state. So that is one thing which I can proudly say.
So tell me something that In Andhra Pradesh, where do you see Aam Aadmi Party's rise going from here? Do you see it in any coming future, any tangible time that you think Aam Aadmi Party can rise in state like Andhra Pradesh or in other states? Just talk of Andhra Pradesh, maybe. How long do you think Aam Aadmi Party can gain a lot of uh, strength there?
Um, Actually, Aam Aadmi Party has gained lot of strength here. I can say in the last 2 years, we have been doing many works in the people. We have been with the people, and definitely, had we contested these elections, it would have been much more improving for us, and it would have helped us a lot more. And with the type of political vacuum that we have this time, I don't know whether we will find it next elections or not, definitely, but people are looking out for Aam Aadmi Party here also. And they want something which is happening in Delhi and Punjab. And definitely after Arvind Kejriwal's arrest, everybody knows now that it is just a political vendetta, and it is not for sure that Arvind ji has done any crime or something. And even if he has done, because this is not proved yet, so even if he has done, it is not as much as what others have done, because there we are hearing that they have a corruption of 70,000 crores, 80 or 80,000 crores, but still they once they join BJP, they are all clean. The ED charges are removed, the CBI charges are removed, and they are all clean. They come out clean. So people are understanding that whatever reasons our leaders are inside, it is all because of the political vengeance and nothing else. So definitely we have a very good prospects of Aam Aadmi Party in Andhra Pradesh also.
Do you think people will take kindly to that statement of yours, even if he has done? Because he is supposed to be squeaky clean. I don't think people will forgive if they think that even if he has done something, we will forgive him. Do you think that he has to be a very squeaky clean image if people are not going to forgive him by comparing with him with other people who have joined BJP?
Exactly. And there's no doubt about it. There's no doubt about it. And even now, we as volunteers of Aam Aadmi Party trust him to core. We are sure that he is clean and he is honest, and definitely they have not done anything of that sort, and there's nothing, even now they don't have anything to prove. That is the reason they are just giving dates after days, and they're unable to get bail only because of the PMLA Act, and it's nothing else. So definitely they have not done anything, and they will come out clean. Everybody knows about it, but still few people, when we are arguing, especially now we have getting support even from the BJP people, they themselves say that even if he has done, it should not, it is their statement, even if he has done,
Can
it's
you
not
name
as much
any
as what
BJP
the
people?
others have done.
This is very interesting to
Yes,
know.
it is
So
from the BJP.
can you
It is,
tell me who are the people in BJP who told you this?
yeah, it is the BJP people. I have few friends from BJP. They themselves called me and they said, even if he has done, he has not done as much as others have done. So this is a statement of theirs which I am telling you.
Okay,
So
this is very
they also
interesting.
have that faith.
Okay, I see. Okay, it's in that context you said even if that is he has done. Okay,
Yeah.
that's very interesting to know. So, last question, Sheetal. What is your vision for Andhra Pradesh in the next 5 to 10 years? Where do you see it going with the NDA coming into power or without the NDA coming to power? What is your vision of where you want to see it going?
With NDA or without NDA, it would be like Andhra Pradesh having employment for all, pollution free Andhra Pradesh, and obviously the education and health sector improving in all ways.
Education and health sector improving, every political party would say. Can you say anything specific about what you want to do for education and health?
Education, see, now also we do have free education, but the quality education is missing. So that quality education and quality health is what we need for Andhra Pradesh.
What is it that you would specifically bring to Andhra Pradesh? What kind of model do you think should be brought to Andhra Pradesh to improve that?
Definitely, that again we have to sit and find out, chalk out as per what is necessary for the children of Andhra Pradesh to know. So that is different this where every all intellectuals must sit and chalk out the proper model for Andhra Pradesh.
You
It's
have
not
anything
something
in
that
mind?
we can speak.
You have anything in mind about a vision where you want to see in Andhra Pradesh's education system in the next 10 years, 5 years?
Exactly as what the model we have in Delhi and Punjab. I would really want to see our schools as big and as big infrastructure as what they have, so that the children can walk in and walk out with pride. So that is one thing which we need to change, so that the self-esteem of the kids can grow, and that is where the confidence will increase and they will be able to perform better. So that really works a lot. So that is there in education and health again. The same model what we have, like what Mohalla clinics. I would definitely want Mohalla clinics to be established even in Andhra Pradesh, where people, especially women, I see they don't go far away to faraway hospitals because they do not have that time, that kind of time, like morning they are busy with the children, and afternoon whatever little time they have, cannot have it spent it in hospital. Again, they have to rush home for the kids coming back from schools or the husbands coming back from school. So if it is there in their own ward, in their own mohalla, so definitely they can go and come back home easily. So definitely mohalla clinics is one which I would prefer.
So, are you saying women now at the moment in Andhra Pradesh are unable to get medical assistance because of their lack of time and the distances that they have to travel to get in? So, many people are women are going untreated because of the vicinity of any medical facilities.
Yes, that is one of the reason I can say. If the hospitals are at nearby, definitely they would go and get themselves checked up. They usually come out. What I have seen, me being a doctor, and I treat cancer cases. I take up cancer cases. What I see is women approach us only at the very last hour where they are. It is unbearingly impossible for them to get out of the bed. Only then they approach some hospital or a doctor, which is really sad. That kind of a time to go and wait there and get the tests done, because there's a long list of tests to be done and they have to spend so much of time there, which is not possible. So if mohalla clinic is there, definitely they can do that.
This is a very interesting thought, a very pertinent thought, and I hope it gets implemented. Do you have hopes that if Congress were to gain some seats, you can work together to push this?
Definitely, we can do that.
Okay. And in terms of employment, where do you see it, and give me a little more details instead of saying that we want employment, everybody wants employment. Anything that you think should happen. If you had a wish, what is the wish that you would want to bring in to Andhra Pradesh to create employment?
Employment can be getting some jobs or establishing their own business. So they should be, the atmosphere should be uh, favorable even if they want to some do some business also. So
What
entrepreneurship
atmosphere?
or getting some jobs
What
to
atmosphere?
create, do any business,
What do
to
you
do
want
any
the government to
business.
do?
Government should be favorable to them also. There should
In
not
what
be
way?
very stringent rules. See, there should not be any stringent rules and regulations, so that they can have proper freedom to do the business. So that is
What
also
rules do
very
you want
important.
to do away with that exist now? What rules do you want to do away with?
Maybe it is everyday check-ins coming in, or the inspections, which is very harsh type of inspections. So those things, if they are little bit relaxed, maybe they will be able to do business easier.
Okay. And in terms of generating employment, which sectors do you think should Andhra Pradesh particularly look at to bring in?
It can be anything. It can be the private sectors, or the more industries coming in, or companies coming in, especially IT sectors, which we have many engineers coming out. So IT sectors, the health infrastructures. So if we have more of hospitals coming in, that would provide, because there are many doctors who are passing out every year. So there we will have employment. So
Okay.
all those sectors should be improved.
Okay. So your vision in the next 5, 10 years, if you had a wishing wand, is to have everybody employed or starting businesses, to have women having very uh, easy access to health and education for all children, which improves their self-esteem.
Exactly.
Okay. On that note, thanks so much, Sheetal. I hope you continue your journey in politics, whichever party, but continue to improve society with your thoughts of doing good for the country and the people around you. Wish you all the best.
Definitely. Thank you so much. Thank you for this invite, and thank you for having this conversation, Jaya.
A great pleasure to talk to you.
Thank you.